As someone in Mae who loves to write about purpose and passion, I had written myself into sort of a dark place where I didn't see it the way that I wrote it. I would go hide away into my room, I'd lock the door, and I would have a yardstick, and I would have these chopsticks, and I would pretend I was playing the guitar. I wanted to be a songwriter, but I didn't have the life experiences to bring me there yet, so I would write their lyrics on paper so I could see my own handwriting do that. Went to Old Dominion University. I met Jacob Marshall. He was roommates with a musical artist by the name of Kenna. Kenna grabbed me from Mae, and I was an auxiliary musician for Kenna. And I started to have this growing confidence in myself and in my band and in my songwriting. My friend Mark Paget, Mark told me that the next project that I work on, he would record the album for free if I would be willing to experiment with the studio as its own musical instrument. Since we could record for free, by the time we were signed to our label, we had only played about a dozen shows. Once we toured the life out of Destination Beautiful, we have written all of the songs for The Everglow. It became an album that if you know Mae, you know The Everglow. That album made it so we signed a major label deal, but after The Everglow, I personally went through a writer's block, and there was a pressure that we hadn't felt before. You gotta write hits that chorus within the first 45 seconds. I like taking a minute just to create a vibe that sets you up for a pop song. It debuted and Capitol imploded and the budgets were frozen, and we would get to the venue, we'd say, hey, to the promoter, how come our posters aren't up for the show that we're playing tonight? And they'd say, well, your record label never sent us anything. We're like, wait a minute, we signed this major label deal and we can't even make sure that people know that we're on tour. It became the darkest time for the band. If we just sold out to make this major label record, who are we as artists? Who am I as a songwriter? What story am I still trying to tell? We took a hard left turn. We started a label so we could distribute the music ourselves, and we managed ourselves, and we fundraised our own recording. We ran so far in the other direction that we didn't see what needs we were gonna have to meet on our own terms. I needed to get back to a sense of normalcy. We loved Mae and gave ourselves 100%. Those years both kept us young and aged us at the same time. I wanted to get back into the creative production process. I moved out to Nashville and started Schematic Studios. When I first moved out here, I went and started delivering pizzas on the side. I definitely went to a party once and heard Mae being played, and I, ducked down. I didn't want to be recognized, like a moment of vulnerability for me. I've got a 2-year-old daughter now. Success for me as a 39-year-old man is showing her that she can do whatever she wants. There are these moments that gets to see what I was missing and who I needed in my life, and I get to be that for my daughter. I'm healing that little boy inside of me the way I get to take care of her. I feel like my best years are actually in front of me because I've been able to be more vulnerable and more authentic for a number of really, really good reasons.
I stepped off the boat and thanked man, not sure what I was thankful for. When I turned back around to see him again, but he was already gone.